Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin with rising tensions in the Middle East, where U.S. President Donald Trump has denied that Washington is pursuing regime change in Iran. This comes despite his earlier remarks suggesting that leadership shifts may have already occurred following recent military strikes. In a national address, President Trump said the United States is very close to achieving its objectives, adding that operations could conclude soon. However, he also warned that broader attacks remain an option if necessary, indicating that the situation could still escalate. In another significant development, President Trump made a historic appearance at the United States Supreme Court, attending oral arguments over his administration's controversial plan to restrict birthright citizenship. During the hearing, several justices raised concerns about the legality of the proposal, particularly in relation to the 14th Amendment, which guarantees citizenship by birth. The outcome of this case could affect hundreds of thousands of children born each year, making it one of the most consequential legal battles on immigration in recent U.S. history. Meanwhile, Iran has firmly rejected U.S. demands amid the ongoing crisis, describing them as maximalist and irrational. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesman Esmail Baghai confirmed that there are no direct negotiations taking place with Washington regarding a ceasefire. He stated that only indirect messages have been exchanged through intermediaries, including Pakistan. Baghai also warned that Iran is fully prepared to respond to any form of aggression, including the possibility of a ground invasion. Adding to that, Tehran has demanded a guaranteed and permanent ceasefire as a condition to end the conflict. A senior Iranian source told Reuters that while the country remains open to diplomatic engagement through intermediaries, any agreement must ensure a lasting resolution rather than a temporary pause. Officials emphasized that no discussions have been held regarding a short-term ceasefire, underlining Iran's insistence on long-term guarantees. Now to London, where Britain is set to host a major international meeting involving around 35 countries to address the disruption in the Strait of Hormuz. Prime Minister Keir Starmer said the talks will focus on restoring safe navigation, protecting shipping routes, and resuming global energy supplies. Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper will lead the discussions, followed by military planning aimed at securing the route once hostilities subside. The blockade has already driven global oil prices higher, raising concerns about prolonged economic consequences. We now turn to Pakistan. The Information Ministry has rejected claims that barbed wire fencing along the Pak-Afghan border is being removed, calling such reports fabricated and baseless. Officials say these allegations are part of propaganda spread by Afghan Taliban-linked sources and other hostile elements. The ministry has stressed that the fencing remains fully intact and that any attempts to damage it are being dealt with promptly. For more on this, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
Thank you, Victoria. Authorities here in Islamabad are taking a firm stance against what they describe as misinformation regarding border security. Officials maintain that the fencing along the Durand Line remains a critical component of Pakistan's defense strategy, particularly in preventing cross-border infiltration. Security forces are reportedly on high alert, responding swiftly to any attempts to tamper with the barrier. The government has also reiterated its commitment to maintaining stability along the border amid ongoing regional challenges. Back to you, Victoria.
Thank you, Sarah, for that update. Finally, Pakistan and Norway have signed their first ever carbon market agreement under the Paris Agreement framework. Officials say the deal will allow Pakistan to attract international investment into climate-friendly projects while working to reduce carbon emissions. The agreement is expected to support sustainable development and help the country meet its environmental targets. Authorities have described it as a historic milestone that opens new avenues for global cooperation on climate action. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.